Hello and welcome to episode 2 of IAVI's Digital Signage Workshop. In this episode of the Digital Signage Workshop, we're going to go over creating a scheduled playlist using the IAdea XMP 320, 330, or XMP 340. There are some differences, so right now we're going to go ahead and use the 320, and in a later episode I'll show you how to use the 330 and the 340. The only difference between the 320 and the 330 is the 330 adds wireless ability, so I'll go over that in a later episode, how to set up the wireless connection. In this one, this is what you'll get when you open up the Advotainment Manager Express. Now, I have added some images and movie files using the stock stuff that comes with Windows. I've also chosen the correct media player. As you can see, it comes down to the choices here. The current choices from IAdea are the XMP 120, 130, XMP 320, 330, or 340, and the XDS 104, 151, 195, and 245. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and start out with the XMP 320, 330, and 340. Okay, the first thing we need to do to set up the scheduled playlist is change this from looping to weekly schedule. As you can see, it comes up with a schedule that goes from Sunday to Saturday, from 0 hours to 23:59, which is 11:59 at night. As you can see, the Manager Express software comes with a few schedule templates here. These may be useful. They may be useful just to edit. As you can see, here's a fast food. It talks about breakfast from 6 to 10, open till midnight. If I choose this, you can just drag it and drop it onto here, and it creates a schedule for you. Now here we have a playlist which is differentiated in color. The morning playlist, which is the breakfast playlist, goes from Saturday till Sunday from 6 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock in the morning, and then the afternoon playlist would go from 10 o'clock till closing. This time before is actually blanked out. This is when there'll be no signal sent to the video, so if you have an energy saving display, it'll actually shut down into low power mode for those times that it's not needed. Changing a schedule is pretty simple. You click on the section of the schedule you'd like to change, click Edit, and then make your changes. Let's say we want to change it to start at 7 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock. Maybe it's winter time, you're going to open a little bit later, and maybe we're closed on Sunday, so we're going to start on Monday. It's as simple as that. Click on Save Changes. We're going to go ahead and create our own schedule, so I just go ahead and delete these. It's easy to get rid of. You click on the section you want to delete, click on Delete, click OK. Once I get rid of these, we'll have ourselves a blank schedule to start out with. Okay, now that we have a blank schedule here, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to just create one from scratch. It's pretty simple. Click the Create button, Create Time Slot, and then we're just going to go ahead and create from, let's say, 9 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon, which is 1700 hours, from Monday until Friday, and then we'll just leave the color the same. Click Save. You can see it creates a little colored area here that indicates the schedule you have just created. Okay, now that we've created our schedule, we need to create our playlist. What that is the images or movie files or audio that plays within that schedule. So we need to click on the schedule, click on Edit. As you can see, this is something we've seen before when we originally created the schedule, but now we're going to go ahead and choose the media files we want to add. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the top one I want to add, hold the Shift button, click on the bottom one, click on Open. So you can see the media files are now in here. Click on Save Changes, and you've now created the playlist. Simple as that. Now we could go ahead and export to our media players or export to our thumb drive, but I'll go a little bit more detail here. I'm going to show you how to make sure that your energy saving display is turned off in the times that it's not being used. As you can see, I'm playing this playlist from 9 to 5. It looks like I've got it from Sunday through Thursday instead of Monday. Let me go into here, hold on. I did Sunday through Thursday. So, you know what, very simple to change. I'm going to go ahead and change it from Monday to Friday. Click on Save Changes, and there we go. Now what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and create the times I'm going to fill in the times that are not being used and make sure that our display is being turned off. What this does is ensure that the media player is not sending a signal to the display, thereby allowing it to go into sleep mode. So in order to turn the display off, we create a video off slot. Go ahead and click on that. Now we're going to want the video off from 0 hours till 9 o'clock in the morning, from Sunday through Saturday. Click Save Changes. You can see the entire time is blacked out here. Now when you want to create another one from 5 p.m., which is 1700 hours, to 2400 hours every day, go ahead and click Save Changes. Now you can see we have these blank spaces over here, so we need to create a couple more. We'll go ahead and go from Sunday to Sunday. Unfortunately, I don't have a Saturday to Sunday setting on this software, so we have to go Saturday and Sunday separately. So we click Save Changes for Sunday and then use Saturday. Now you can see we've got some overlap here. That doesn't matter because all it is saying don't send a video signal. So don't send a video signal twice is the same. So if you decide that instead of doing a full screen video, you want to do, let's say, images and video, it's a pretty simple process. Just click on the schedule or the playlist that you currently have, click on Edit, and here, right down here where it says Layout Format, Full Screen, you're just going to change that. You can see you have a number of formats here, tickers at the bottom and at the top, videos on the right, video on the left, so on and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and just choose a split screen with a video on the right, and click on the section I want to create the playlist for, and then go ahead and add some files. Click on the other side to add that playlist, click on Add, and add a few different files. Pretty easy. Just click on Save Changes. One thing you will want to make note of is that when you indicate the aspect ratio to be counterclockwise, one way or the other, that PowerPoint presentations and images are the only thing that will be rotated. The videos that you will have to have pre-rotated in some other software, some external software, before you import them into the IAdea Manager Express. So please make note of that if you're going to choose the counterclockwise or clockwise rotation. Now, one other thing you want to make note of, when you're scheduling in the Advocate Manager Express software, you're only able to schedule a week at a time, from Sunday to Saturday. Now, if your schedule and your playlist remain the same week after week, this isn't a problem. And most people are able to change it before the next week if they need to. It's a pretty simple process, obviously. However, there are third-party softwares that are available that work with the IAdea media players that allow you to schedule months and months in advance. Scala is one that works well with these, as well as some other. For more information, visit IAdea's website at www.iadea.com. Okay, to finish this all off, all we need to do is export the information, this playlist with the schedule, to our media players. Click on Proceed to Export. As you can see, I have a player here. It's in red, which means it's not currently on the network. So in order to find that, I'm going to go ahead and click Auto Detect Player, see if we can find a player out there. If you have a player on your local area network, it should be able to find that. The only problem you have is obviously if the media player is between a firewall or something like that. As you can see, it's actually found a media player here. It's turned green, which means you're able to export to it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that player, click off of that the other player that's not on the network, and click on Proceed to Export. It'll show you the export the process here. Looks like we're completed. That's all there is to it. And now the media player is playing the information as long as it's from 9 to 5. If it's not from 9 to 5, as you saw, it'll actually blank out the video and send no signal to the display. Any other questions, feel free to call Todd at IAVI. Phone number is, as you saw at the beginning of this presentation, is 888-999-6564. Ask for Todd or extension 205. Thanks and have a great day.